Juan Carlos Mendoza Jr. Flores, aka Potrillo.
What do you do?
I do Herbalife, man, for the past 10 years.
Is that all you do?
I have little side gigs, but most of my income comes out through Herbalife.
Okay.
So it's really well. And my mom's an executive within the company, and I look up because she's upstairs. It's not like she's up in the heavens, you know. Nah, she's still here. I never thought that I was gonna be selling shakes and vitamins for a living, you know, and it's insane because I originally went to school, which West LA College, and then transferred into UC for another year for mechanical engineering. So I wanted to go into anything that had to do with motors, whether it was airplanes, whether it was motor vehicles. But at the beginning, they had me studying the human anatomy because who drives the cars,
Yeah.
Everything has to be within reach.
Okay.
The counselor asked me, this is what you can do and this is what you have as an opportunity. So one of them, it came out as health and nutrition, as a nutritionist. And I ended up going in. I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm already, doing Herbalife because I was already doing it at 16. And I said, might as well just put up the credentials.
So how has that whole Herbalife business been working out for you?
It's honestly insane, bro. If we were to tell you, everything that we have, everything that is based off of, the homes, the cars, the clothes, and if I tell you it's all Herbalife money, a lot of people can't really concept that idea because when they think Herbalife, they immediately compare it to the tia that's just making side money when it comes to that, And it's I get that a lot. I also get, the fact that, they ask me what I do for work, and I tell them Herbalife. I'm a Herbalife distributor, and they go, so you don't have a job? Which is like, no, I don't have a job.
Do you consider what you're doing, John?
I don't, because a job for me is a jump out of bed. That's basically what it is. You go to sleep, 8 o'clock in the morning, you gotta get up, go do what you gotta do, same thing over and over and over again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and if you get your days off, it's Friday, Saturday, and back at it on Sunday. For me, it's more of a career.
Do you do anything else besides Herbalife?
Yeah, I have, me and my family, we have a lot of real estate all over LA. So within it, the old apartment that I used to live in, I ended up coming back home, and when I came back home, I did an Airbnb, and I never thought it was gonna boom like it boomed, especially during a pandemic time.
Well, you're part of Athletic Gear as an athlete. How do you feel being part of a team of Athletic Gear?
It's cool. It's awesome. I like it. It's more than just I feel that athletics can use it. Athletes. It's more of a lifestyle. And I don't put this just to work out. I put it on when I'm gonna go out. Put it on. You'll see me at a club with it. I love it because it fits. It's nice. The colors are neutral. They're not too light. They're not too dark. They're just right. And everybody's always telling me, why are you always, branded? I thought you worked with Herbalife, and it says I do. But you know what? If like Nike's not gonna acknowledge me, Adidas is not gonna acknowledge me. But if somebody tells me, you know what? I like the fact that you wear our shirts, and it's so awesome that you do it. Then let's do it. Why not?
What do you think of the material?
I love it. It's soft. It's perfect. I wouldn't know how to explain it, but it's like anytime I move or I flex without trying to, and it's like the muscle just shows completely. And it's really hard to find shirts like that, especially ones that are so easy to wash, especially they're so easy to dry that it doesn't lose its complexion and it doesn't shrink or it doesn't get too big. It just stays how it's supposed to stay. I had somebody tell me one time that a lot of the people that they know, they always wear high style, high class, what do you call it, branded shoes like Gucci, Louis, always with the branded pants, and always like a nice Gucci shirt or like a polo or whatever it is. And then they always say that in the end they end up having nothing. And then they say that I come in with like some nice shoes, just regular jeans, a shirt from Athletic Gear, and all of a sudden it's like, who is this guy? And the guy just starts paying for everything. He carries his own self, he pops into his own car, and then all of a sudden it's just like you have somebody that's trying too hard and he has nothing, and then you have somebody that doesn't try at all and has everything. So I think that's what's cool.
So one thing too I want to touch bases on, you also own a gym.
Yeah.
Or like to say like a fitness center, correct? So how did that come about? What got you into actually getting into the fitness center?
Quick story on that one. I ended up opening that gym center 2 weeks prior to COVID. before the whole COVID shutdown started happening. And I always wanted to have a little fitness center, you know, and when I mean little, I mean just like a family, you know, all together, so everybody can be and comfortable with everyone. Because I have already a total clients of like 30 to 35 clients on the total. And everybody would always tell me, you know, come work out with me at the gym, come work out with me, come train. So eventually it was natural for me to open up a gym for myself, so that way they can come to me and we can all work together. So why not?
So let's kind of backtrack into the point where it's like you say you started doing Herbalife when you were young. Mm-hmm. You would consider yourself an entrepreneur, a businessman. How did it start in general? How did you start doing Herbalife? What got you into that mindset? You did talk about your mom saying that she does Herbalife, and how did you step into like her footsteps in a way?
It's more of she didn't just tell me, she showed me her results. You know, my mom raised me, and I seen the whole process that we went through. You know, from a little tiny apartment when it came to Culver City, and then she ended up buying a house in Inglewood. You know, and then from Inglewood ended up coming into, you know, a mansion that she lives into right now, you know, close here to View Park. So I knew it worked, you know, and I knew if I was dedicated and committed, it would work for me, you know. And they always tell me, you know, if, you know, whatever it is that you're gonna do, make sure you always stick to it, no matter if, you know, it gets easy or it gets hard. They said that how would I explain it? A business is easy to be excited for when you're doing great, but it's really, really hard to stay excited when you're doing wrong, or when you're in the bad, or when business is not booming, or when it's completely in the tracks. And most of the times in the beginning, that's how it's gonna be. You know, and people are always afraid to follow that vision completely, that they just don't wanna take that criticism, or they don't wanna take the risk, or they just don't wanna go after it. It just depends on how hungry you are. You know, and it also has to do a lot with, you know, how honest you are, you know, how charismatic, you know, how friendly, and your customer service that you bring to the people that come in.
So would you say that you had a struggle from the beginning?
Oh, very much so. Very much so, because my mom never gave me anything, like at all. You know, just because she has it all, she's even told me, just like, you know, Mufasa did with Simba. You see everything that, you know, whatever the light touches, my mom's like, it's not yours, this is all mine. You know, basically, that's what she told me. She goes, you have to go out, you have to go get your own. The craziest thing that my mom always told me is that my mom never forced me to work in the company. My mom simply just said, you know, if you ever want to, you can, and it's here, but it's not gonna be easy.
Everything that we talked about was amazing. Very inspirational to other people.
Thank you, bro, you're amazing.
And let's close it off.
Life is more, and anybody with money will tell you this, life is more than just money, you know, and if you don't have love, you know, when it comes around you, and I'm not talking about specifically relationship love, I'm talking about, you know, if you don't love what you're doing, you don't love yourself, you know, or you know, you don't have someone who loves you, or whatever it is, it's not gonna work. You're never gonna be happy. See? So it's all love, no matter what it is.
I'm washing his clothes right now.
Yeah, she is. It's because I couldn't, I need to wear it for tonight from my athletic gear, it's all in there. Yeah, you can bounce that. Yeah.
Bloopers.
My code is Potrillo. I mean, you can use it, that'd be cool, that's awesome. But it's not about the code for me. You know, if they buy the gear, you know, they buy it from you. You know, and that's what I want. All right, guys, my name is Juan Carlos Mendoza, AKA El Potrillo. Make sure to check out athleticgear.com, you know, because I am the latest sponsor to Athletic Gear. If you don't have your shirts on just yet, you better cop them real quick, because if you don't buy them, I can guarantee you, I will. And I'm out.